Well, Haddon, don't stand there gaping like an open mine pit. What do you want?
Well, Mr. Booth, I want a raise.
A what?
A raise?
Haddon, are you drunk?
No, sir.
Then you've lost your feeble mind. You're getting more money now than you're worth.
What makes you think you should have more? Well, sir, for one thing, I'm going to marry your daughter.
You what? Get out of my office, you insolent young puppy. If you ever set foot in here again, I'll... Booth Real Estate, Homer T. Booth speaking.
Hello, Dad.
Oh, it's you.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen Al?
Through a red mist, yes. Now, see here, Betty. I've tried to be a good father to you. I've given you every darn fool thing you ever asked for. But if you think for 1 minute that I'm going to let you marry a worthless, lazy, good-for-nothing...
Please, Father, you're talking about the man I love.
Love?
Yes. Now, see here, Dad. I can be just as difficult as you. I was going to make Al wait a while. But if you won't give him a fair chance to make good, well, I'll marry him today.
Must be on her mother's side. Nobody in my family was ever committed.
I beg your pardon, sir?
Oh, never mind, never mind. So, Haddon, you wish to marry my daughter, eh?
Well, yes, sir,
Well, perhaps I have been a trifle hasty.
Oh.
Although it does come as a bit of a shock. I'm very fond of Betty.
Well, so am I, sir. That's
just a minute, please. I'm trying to figure this thing out. You say you need a raise, eh?
Well, yes, sir, to get married.
Well, now, it's only fair that if I'm going to give you more money, that you should do something to earn it, isn't it?
Well, yes, I suppose so.
Of course. Now, as my son-in-law-to-be, there are certain things I should be permitted to expect of you, demand of you. First, that you prove your business ability. Second, that you build for Betty the loveliest home in Newton.
The loveliest home? But...
Well, you wouldn't want to waste Betty's beauty in a hovel, would you?
Well, no, sir.
Well, then. Haddon, we're in the real estate business, aren't we?
Yes, sir.
And the business of a realtor is to sell property, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Now, as you know, we hold title to a fine, exclusive, but so far, regrettably, undeveloped tract of land just a few miles south of the city. I refer to that section known as Oak Valley.
Oak Valley? Black Turkey?
Al, please. Oak Valley is a charming development. It's just unfortunate that the growth of the city happens to have gone in the opposite direction. So, my boy, effective immediately, I'm turning over this property to you to unload. That is, to dispose of.
Oh, but Mr. Booth, nobody wants this property.
When you have sold Oak Valley, clearing a net profit over and above the $25,000 it cost me, and when you have built for Betty the loveliest home in Newton, then, Al, I shall not only give you the raise you have asked for, and permission to marry my daughter, but I shall make you my junior partner as well. There now. Is that fair enough?
But Mr. Booth,
now don't try to thank me, my boy. It's been a pleasure. A sincere pleasure to be able to help you.
But Mr. Booth, the loveliest home...
Of course. I have every confidence in you, Al. When you have taken care of these few little matters, come in and see me again. Goodbye now. That dunderhead. Marry my daughter. Junior partner in the firm. I'll fix his wagon.
Of all the crummy tricks. For 2 cents, I go back and throw them out of the window. That stuffy old... Oh, I'm sorry, officer. Excuse me. It's Oak Valley. I couldn't even give it away. Loveliest home in Newton. Holy smokes.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure and privilege to offer one of the most magnificent examples of Oriental brassware it has ever been my joy to behold. This beautiful teapot. Ashtray.
Now, what's going on here, Bub?
For this marvelous piece of brasswork.
You talking to me,
Who'll start it
officer?
off at $20.
Don't give me none of your lip, wise guy.
Now, folks, who'll start the bidding for this magnificent article? $1 is bid. I have a dollar
I don't
bid.
think I like your looks,
$2.
mister.
Do I hear three? Do I hear three?
Now, suppose you get going before I run you in.
We'll make it
Get
four.
going. What for?
$4. Gentleman in the doorway bids $4. Do I hear $5? Do I hear
Stop
$5?
smoking sick.
$5 is bid.
What
$5.
was
Do I hear
that?
$6? I have $5.
I said I felt a little bit sick. Sick.
$6. Gentleman in the doorway bid $6. $6 in bid. Do I hear $7? $7. Do I hear $7? Do I hear
me?
$7 is bid. Do I hear $8?
Hey, wait.
Gentleman in the doorway bids $8. $8 is bid. Do I hear more? Do I hear more? No? Going? Gone to the gentleman in the doorway for $8.
Oh, but listen, I wasn't bidding. I just...
Step right up, sir, to the counter and pick up this magnificent purchase.
Oh, no, you don't. You can't palm off that junk on me. I wasn't bidding.
Well, Bub, what seems to be the trouble now?
The trouble? Well, no trouble at all, officer. I just bought a beautiful... Hey, what did I buy anyway? Darned officious copper. Makes me buy something I haven't any use for. I end up with $8 worth of dirty brass. I wonder what it is anyway. Looks like an old beat-up gravy boat. Well, maybe it was cleaned a little.
Say what thou dost want of me, for here am I, your slave, and the slave of him who owneth the magical lamp.
Oh, brother, am I seeing things? Wish I had an aspirin tablet. Go away, boogeyman, go away. Look, I know you're only my imagination, but... Well, how about that? Well, for Pete's sake, what's this? A glass of water and some aspirin. Oh, there's something wacky about this. Let's see now, I rubbed this thingamajig. A cloud of smoke appeared and turned into a character of the Arabian Nights. Then I wished for an aspirin, and here it is. Hey, I wonder if...
Command what thou wilt, schoolmaster.
Oh, no! Huh. Will you answer a question?
Yea, verily, sire, be it within my power to do so.
Well, tell me, are you a genie like the ones I read about in the Arabian Nights?
Aye, sire, a genie and the slave of him who possesseth the magical lamp which you hold in your hand.
Well, I'll be darned. Okay, genie. Thy master's going to step out tonight, high, wide, and handsome. Now, how about you going out and getting me a new suit of evening clothes, a pocket full of cash, and a new car?
I hear and obey, O master. But pray inform thy humble servant, what is this car you speak of?
Car? Why, that's a conveyance, a means of transportation.
I go to do thy will, O master. Thy new and glorious raiment, O master. Thy purse of wealth, thy conveyance, yea, one fit for the noblest of sultans awaits outside thy dwelling.
Oh, boy. New clothes, cash, a car. Oh, this is a life. Oh, wait a minute. Genie, what are these things?
Thy raiment, O master.
Raiment? Well, this looks like bargain day at a remnant counter. Genie, I can't wear these draperies.
But, sire, this is the finest of attire. A satin turban for thy noble head. A gold jacket trimmed with precious gems. And satin pantaloons. And golden slippers for thy noble feet.
Look, Genie, if I went outside in these things, I'd be in the paper doll factory by sundown. This is the 20th century USA, not Baghdad in the Middle Ages.
Sorry, sire, I didn't realize.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter anyway. Skip it. I can buy all the clothes I want with this money. Whole bag full, huh?
Forsooth, sire, a ransom fit for an emperor.
What are these things?
That is the wealth thou demanded of me, sire.
Wealth? These washers?
A purse filled with Arabian dinars.
But they're not silver, not gold.
No, sire. All men know that dinars are made of that rarest and most precious of metals, brass.
Brass? Oh, no. car. I knew it. I knew it. Jeannie, get that thing away from here.
Pardon, sir?
The elephant with a caboose on his back. Get rid of it.
But, my lord.
Get rid of it.
Thy word is my command, O master.
And Jeannie.
Yes, sir?
Look, I'm getting a little tired of hearing you speak like a Quaker meeting. When you come back, talk modern English, huh?
I hear and obey, O mighty one.
Wonderful limp. Wonderful nuts. Got a character who can't even speak English. Well, at least the elephant's gone. Somebody might think I was running for office. Well, where is he? Hey, Jeannie. Hey, Jeannie!
Righto, old bean, on the way.
Righto.
Toodaloo, pip-pip, old fruit, and all that rot. What's here, eh?
Jeannie, what's the matter with you?
Matter? Why, not a thing, old bean. Chipper as a kipper, you know.
Yeah, but your speech.
Why, you did tell me to return speaking English.
Oh, I know, but not that kind of... American English.
Oh, you mean like this? Hiya, Bob, how's tricks? How's with the bombs? Hiya, blind Tom. Morty that bomb. Burl him an Earl. Ah, bust one, Gilly. Ah, wait till next year. You mean like that?
No, Jeannie, not that either. I mean, plain, ordinary, everyday, the kind of English I speak. Can't you do that?
I'll try. But it's a little difficult to know exactly what you mean. You mean like this?
Well, yes, that's better. Yeah, thanks. You know, I'm a little disappointed in you, Jeannie.
What for?
Yeah. To begin with, your miracles are a flop.
They are?
They certainly are.
Well, they've been good for 2,000 years.
But people don't ride elephants over here or wear satin +4s down to their ankles. The trouble with you, Jeannie, is that you're an anachronism.
What's that?
Well, you're old-fashioned. You're as out of date as last month's form sheet. 2 cents I'd throw you and your silly lamp in the river.
Oh, please don't do that, boss. Give me another chance. There must be something I can do.
No, not a thing. Wait a minute. Wait, there might be something you could do.
Just name it, boss.
Well, Jeannie, I'm in a jam. You see, I want to marry a girl, but her father won't let me.
Ah, I get it. I'll take care of him.
No, Jeannie, no, you don't understand. Get rid of that thing. Well, that's better now. Come here, sit down. I want to explain a few things to you. Well, wherever you're comfortable. Now, look, Jeannie. You see, I want to marry a girl, but her father won't let me until I've done certain things. And that's the way it is.
I see. You have to provide this young lady with the prettiest house in town and get rid of this Oak Valley property.
That's right.
I think I'd like to take a look at this development. Shall we take a run out there?
Why, are you crazy? How am I going to get you all the way across town without anybody seeing you?
That's easy. Take hold of my hand.
Like this?
Yes. You ready? Hang on to your hat. Here we go. Whee!
Hey, we flew.
Yeah, I know. Well, so this is Oak Valley. Looks more like the city dump.
You can say that again. The old man must have been out of his mind when he invested in this wasteland. Looks like the goo in a service station drain pit.
Yeah, it smells like it, too.
Uh-oh. What's the matter?
We got company.
Oh, that's Walter Reprogel. You better scram.
What for? You're the only one who can see me. Who is Walter Reprogel?
He's a big promoter, one of the most important businessmen in town.
Well, Al Haddon, this is a surprise. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was just wondering the same about you, Mr. Reprogel. Say, you're not thinking of buying this lovely exclusive subdivision, are you?
Buying? Ha, ha, ha. What a sense of humor. Anything for a laugh, eh, Haddon? No, as a matter of fact, I was just passing, thought I'd get a breath of fresh air.
Breath of fresh air, is he nuts?
Jeannie.
What was that?
Oh, I said yes, indeed. This is a wonderful place to come and get a breath of fresh air.
Or a bad cold.
Or a back... I mean, a great view. Quiet, you idiot.
What was that?
Oh, I wasn't talking to you.
Haddon, are you feeling all right?
Who, me? Oh, sure. I feel fine. Never felt better in my life. But let's not talk about me, Mr. Repogal. Let's talk about you. Say, can I interest you in this choice development?
Really, Haddon, this jungle?
Make a wonderful residential site.
This far from town?
A factory site, then?
This close to town?
Well, I'll admit it's a little overgrown, but it's really a sensational piece of property.
It stinks. Did you hear that?
Hear what?
A voice. I heard a voice say...
Oh, echoes. This is an amazing valley for echoes. Listen. Hello? Hello? See what I mean? Pipe down. Pipe. You see pipe down? Yes. You go ahead and try, Mr. Repogal. Hello? Well, answer him, Jeannie. He said pipe down. Never mind that. Answer him. Try it again, Mr. Repogal.
Hello?
Hello?
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you? Well, I guess we've had about enough out of that, Mr. Repogal. We better go now. It's sort of damp here, you know, the moist ground and all.
Amazing. Remarkable. Did you hear that?
Oh, I didn't hear anything, Mr. Repogal. Acoustics. Very, very strange acoustics out here.
Strange, very strange.
Light?
Oh, thanks.
Holy smoke! Methane gas. There's oil on this property.
Well, what do you know about that? Remarkable.
And you knew it all the time.
Why, ridiculous. I just happened, All right, Haddon, you win. But never let it be said that Walter Repogal won't admit defeat. What's your price?
My price?
Now, remember, this is a gamble. I don't know if there's enough gas to pay me or not, but I'm a promoter. I'll offer you, let's see, 140 acres at 500 an acre. Suppose we say $70,000.
70. Did you say 70?
Oh, not enough, huh? Well, I see you've got a good head on those young shoulders. Well, I'll make it 100,000 and not a penny more. That's my last offer. Well, how about it?
Just a minute, Mr. Repogal. Wasn't it your house that was picked last year as the most beautiful home in Newton?
Well, as a matter of fact, yes, but what's that got to do with it?
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll sell you this property at your original offer of $70,000 if
Yes?
you throw in your house.
My home?
Your home.
But,
Or no deal.
Young man, are you suggesting that I throw in the old Repogal homestead as part of a sordid business deal?
Well, I'm sorry to drive such a hard bargain, Mr. Repogal, but I've got reasons, good reasons. Of course, if you don't want to.
All right. Haddon, I'll do it. Now, should we get this on paper? Now, let's see. Here, this agreement, signed Walter Repogal. There, I guess that does it. Now, if you'll just sign right there.
All right. I can't begin to tell you how happy this makes me feel, Mr. Repogal. You see, my fiancée has always admired your beautiful home in Grove Park, and now that it's mine, why...
Grove Park?
Yeah.
Young man, aren't you making a slight mistake?
Mistake? I?
Why, I wouldn't consider parting with that piece of property. The home I just transferred was the one I offered. The old Repogal homestead, built by my great-grandfather in 18... Young man. Gracious, I do believe he's fainted.
What am I going to do? What am I going to do? He tricked me. Made me think he was transferring his beautiful new home in Grove Park, and actually he gave me a dilapidated old shack. Oh, here, give me that.
Well, maybe it's a standoff after all.
What do you mean, standoff?
Well, he got a worthless piece of property, and so did you.
What do you mean, worthless? If there really is oil in Oak Valley, he got the bargain of a lifetime.
If only...
Then it was you.
Well, I did help you a little bit, but after all, you did cinch the deal.
Yes, I did, didn't I?
Now, why don't you sit down here and read the evening paper? I'll go out and rustle up some food.
Well, thanks, Jeannie. That's not a bad idea. Hey, Jeannie, come here.
Now what?
Listen to this. House Desirable Award to be given. A silver plaque first prize will be given to Newton homeowner whose house is judged the most beautiful in the city.
No kidding.
Newton architects today expressed the unanimous opinion that the winning home would be that of Walter Repogal, well-known financier. The double-crosser. A lovely home, said Gerald Witherspoon, chairman of the Home Desirable Committee, is a woman's most cherished possession.
Are they right about that? All right. The way to keep a woman happy is to give her a nice home, plenty of closet space, and good plumbing. I remember a couple of 100 years ago, I was building a house for a guy in East Baghdad.
What's that?
Well,
You were building a house?
yeah, for a fellow named Aladdin. That's funny. His name and yours.
Well, never mind that. This home you built, how long did it take?
Oh, a couple of hours.
A couple... Genie, a couple of hours.
Now, wait a minute, boss. Don't look at me that way. No, I couldn't possibly duplicate this house today. Why, that house was built of common, cheap materials like rubies and emeralds. No, those things are not fashionable today.
Yeah, but Genie, if you had a ready-made supply of bricks and plaster and wood, and all you had to do was reconstruct. Genie, come on.
Where are we going?
Down to the old Replogal homestead, and the faster the better. Give me your hand. Oh, it's no use, Jeannie. This place is even worse than I figured. Grimy floors, scarred woodwork, wallpaper hanging in shreds, cobwebs all over everything.
Yeah, the surroundings are nice, so the lawn and all that.
Sure, but so what?
So, who knows? Maybe I could do something with the place. Got good material. Well, I could try anyway. I must admit I haven't been much help to you up to now.
You're not very happy here, are you?
My happiness is thine, O master.
Modern English, Jeannie.
Oh, shucks, boss. I do my best, but it just doesn't seem to be good enough. Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe I am an anachronism, out of my proper place and time, old-fashioned. No, I'm not very happy here. It gets pretty tiresome being a slave after 2,000 years.
Yeah, I guess it does. Jeannie, how would you like to have your freedom?
My freedom?
Yeah.
You don't mean...
I do mean it. Look, you help me fix this place over, and from that time on, you're your own boss.
No fooling?
No fooling.
Gosh, boss. Stand back. You're about to see a genie at work. Well, boss, there you are. It's daybreak and I'm through. Well, how do you like it?
How do I like it? Jeannie, do you know what this is?
No, what?
This is the most beautiful home in Newton.
House Desirable Award. Mr. and Mrs. Al Haddon, owners of the most beautiful home in Newton. Oh, Al, I'm so proud. Aren't you, Daddy?
Indeed I am. But then I always did say Al was a most unusual young man. I had confidence in him from the start. Took him into the firm as a junior partner, didn't I?
Well, I don't really deserve all the credit. I did it for Betty's sake.
Oh, I know, darling, and I love you all the more for it. But I still don't see how you did it. Selling Walter Replogal that worthless property, then building this beautiful home practically overnight. I declare, it's almost as if you had done it by magic.
Like magic. Yes, it is, isn't it? I wonder whatever happened to him.
Him? Oh, darling.
Huh? Oh, no one, sweetheart. Just an old friend of mine.
A girlfriend? Al Haddon, are you thinking about that woman I heard you mumbling about in your sleep last night?
I, a woman, mumbling?
Mm-hmm. Someone named Jeannie? Who is she? Jeannie with the light brown hair?
Not exactly, darling. I suppose you might call him Jeannie with a light brown harem.